Louisiana Municipal Association, and we advocate on behalf of the 303 municipalities and 2 parishes in the state of Louisiana. Right now, we're holding our LMA convention where we come together, have multiple classes, educational classes for mayors, incoming mayors, as well as continuing learning education classes for those individuals as well. You can never have too many tools in the toolbox. So what we try to do is present those resources to those mayors so they can be able to bring those back to their communities.
Any bill that relates to any one of our municipalities is important to us. And of course, we do have a committee, legislative committee, that will make decision, and usually it is the final decision. And I, as the director, will see to it that that goes before the legislature, whether it be in the Senate or on the House side.
I think the legislator needs to come together and put some form of legislation in that helps with that. I believe they're trying to, put a Band-Aid on the problem right now, but a long-term solution would be great for us municipalities.
How does that rising insurance costs impact your budget and your ability to deliver services?
Well, I think it affects Louisiana as a whole because people aren't moving to our state because of our high insurance policies, home insurance, car insurance, and they're moving elsewhere. And I think that brings the economy down.
Higher insurance rates, well, that's pretty much across the state right now. And so we're going to do what we can to work with the insurance commissioner and as well with our Senate and the House, so we can do anything that we possibly can to get these rates lowered. Some of our small towns, it's tough. It's tough on a big city, but I mean, you imagine a village or a small town, it's got to be really, really tough, and so we want to be as aggressive as we can to try to help these folks out.
The biggest increases we're having now is in property insurance, and I know lots of municipalities in Louisiana are having difficulty even finding property insurance, property and casualty. So that's our biggest area. We're having to look at how we're going to do our insurance and manage our insurance for the 2025 fiscal year.
Insurance is crazy at this point in time for individual home ownership, for individuals themselves and families, and the same thing holds true for government. We're approaching a situation that I think we'll have to self-insure in some cases as insurance costs continue to rise, which is a risk to government and a risk to property. But just like homeowners, we don't have any choice at this point in time because it's extremely It's an extreme budget crisis.
Well, as far as every year, the insurance is going up, and anytime you have excessive costs as for insurance, it's take away from another area, and you have to have those things that you have insured. So that's one of the things that's always going to be a problem. But you would be negligent if you did not have your equipment and individuals insured, and it's just always increasing.
So insurance costs have gone up across the board, not only on our property, but on our employees. Our health insurance, everything's gone up. And in our case, the city of Louisville had to absorb those costs because last year, when we had an increase, we increased the employees' portion. But this year, the city of Louisville had to eat that themselves. So, where does that end? And hopefully our new insurance commission is going to address those issues.
Oh, yeah. Insurance is always going to be a big deal. You can't really budget for that because every year it's going to change. You can anticipate that, but it does impact the budget. It impacts everything because that's important for the people that work for you. If the insurance continues to rise, you got to pay that. There's no way around that.
What would you like to see happen?
Well, I don't know. We need to come together at the table and maybe talk to the people the lawmakers, and talk to them about it and let them know the impact on a city. I'm a mid-sized city. Just think about the towns and villages, that cannot, come up with that money to pay that.
We're pretty fortunate. A lot of the insurance costs for most cities is the health insurance part. We're self-insured, and we've been very fortunate in some of the things we've done over the last 6 years to keep our costs down from that standpoint. But our other insurance, just like your homeowner's insurance, our city insurance went up too. And again, it's just you have to start looking at, have you got stuff insured that doesn't need to be insured because it's so old, or it's been sold, or it's off the books. So it boils down to me anyway, is to have the staff that understands it and constantly looks at it and revisits each year what we have.
Insurance rates, across our state and all has definitely gone up. Of course, being in North Louisiana, we have a little more advantage than South Louisiana with the threat of hurricanes and flooding. But yeah, insurance rates have gone up for all of our property and auto and all. So yes, that's a concern. Just with all expenses going up right now.
As a former mayor, I can tell you it impacted very much. It probably was about 40% of my total budget there in Gonzales. So it's a big impact on everyone. And again, it depends on the size of your department. But anything that happens, if a wreck in a police vehicle is involved, that's going to impact your insurance. So it's very important, again, for these people to realize and know here we are on the street 24 hours a day, police I'm talking about, even fire if you want to talk about public safety. But these people are out there 24 hours a day, doing what they can to protect you as a citizen. So, I think it behooves everybody in the House and the Senate to realize that and do what they can to step it up and support, the municipalities as much as they can. We can't do it alone. We have no vote on that. It has to be people in the legislature. So again, that's the real push that we're after right now.
The issues with impairs here lately with the retirement system, I think we tried to get it resolved. It's just been an ongoing issue, and some people don't have all of the information. Some of the people in the legislature don't have all the information. Some of it was given incorrectly, but we're trying to work through all of that and make it feasible for some municipalities that just were not aware of having to pay into the retirement system. When you get a new mayor or a new clerk in, they come in, they're not aware of having to pay in the retirement system.
It is quite serious because the police department garners about 50%, somewhere near 50% of the budget actually right now. And what we're trying to do is pay them more. I would like to be able to pay our policemen more. It would help us in recruiting as well. Because that is a major problem across the board, getting policemen on staff.
Well, part of it for the city of Pineville in particular is the matching the retirement side of it, and those that we really have no control over relative to the contribution rate from the employer. As far as the employee, we've been able to get that up a little bit through legislation, but that's still a huge challenge. And for us, with a police force of 70 plus, that's a lot of retirement. That's also health insurance. That's also other benefits that go into it that we as a city are all paying some portion into as far as the increased costs are concerned. So yeah, when you look at our budget in particular, and most communities' budgets, your public safety side of it is oftentimes 60-70% of your overall budget.
So our police retirement, fire retirement, as well as municipal retirement is a huge portion of our budget. And just almost unaffordable. And so, police and fire are 32-33%. And yes, it is a challenge. It keeps you from being able to pay a better wage because of the amount of retirement that is required.
That cost has continued to rise across the board. We're in one of those municipalities that has to have those benefits in retirement on our police officers. We don't have the option to opt out, so it's an expense that you can't regulate, and it's very difficult to project.
It does impact our budget. We've had an increase again this year. We certainly are supportive of our first responders and our police department, but like everything else, these expenses have to be mitigated, and we're doing the best we can to make sure that we're meeting the challenge.
I think it's the failing infrastructure. When you have infrastructure that has been underground for 40, 50 years, like water systems, sewer systems, and trying to get funding for those municipalities, especially the smaller municipalities and towns.
Money. Let's just be real honest. Ways to find money. Many small municipalities don't have millages or those permanent sources of income, so we're constantly looking for grants and for pots of money out there that might be available to municipalities. We're thrilled about something like LIDACOR coming in around us because it gives the municipality a fighting chance to get dollars out there, especially federal dollars. And so money's our biggest headache.
There's never enough money to fix a lot of the aging infrastructure issues that are going on. I think we've done a really good job of just really tackling some sewer issues, stormwater mitigation issues, but for the most part, really, I think it's the same things across the board, across our state, that challenge our city, although scalable, depending upon the size of your city. That's why it's wonderful to have places like this so you can hear from your colleagues, meet with your colleagues to talk about ways that they're tackling these issues. Sometimes there's simple solutions that you never thought of that you can listen to and get with your colleagues. So this has been a wonderful experience, always a wonderful time here at LMA.
At the current time, we're dealing with infrastructure. With the severe drought that we've had over the past 2 years, we have serious problems with our pipes and so forth underground, and they're bursting like every other day. And we have some homes that are having problems because of the drought and then the rain and the pipes and so forth, and the outdated infrastructure.
Making sure that our water and sewer rates are adequate to be able to have maintenance on our infrastructure. Money is always, needed, and so funding from the state as well as the federal government is beneficial, but unfortunately it takes so long to get and work through the process. So, our aging infrastructure, there's aging housing, but what we do is we work at it every day, and we bite it off little chunks at a time.
I think every city is trying to focus on infrastructure, the cost of whether it's repairing or new infrastructure, and so finding ways to finance those exorbitant costs are really a problem nowadays.
Strong local government plays a crucial role in serving communities and fostering local development by addressing the needs and concerns of residents, promoting economic growth, ensuring public safety, and enhancing the overall quality of life. Louisiana State Police strives to be part of the community, not separate from it. It's essential for building trust, promoting safety, and supporting local development. Our troopers, along with local and parish law enforcement partners, can play a vital role in your community outreach programs by engaging residents, businesses, schools, and community organizations. To address public safety concerns, we must provide educational resources and promote collaboration between law enforcement and your communities. LSP, as troopers, we strive to be involved in the community outreach programs, offering education on crime prevention, traffic safety, drug awareness, emergency preparedness, and this allows us to inform and empower residents to keep their community safe. Participation in local events, community fairs, and initiatives help promote community cohesion and highlight the positive contributions of law enforcement and local leaders to the community. Your involvement, as well as ours, is paramount to enhancing public safety and community well-being. Along with our educational efforts and community outreach programs, we are dedicated to ensuring public safety through proactive enforcement efforts across Louisiana. We're committed to reducing traffic crashes, injuries, and fatalities through enforcement of our traffic laws. This includes initiatives such as speed enforcement, arresting those who are too impaired to drive, and seatbelt enforcement to promote safe driving habits. Other proactive measures include working to identify and apprehend individuals who engage in criminal activities, including drug trafficking, human trafficking, and other illegal activities. Through intelligence-led policing, LSP aims to disrupt criminal enterprises and keep your community safe. LSP can more effectively identify and respond to these ensuring threats and challenges by leveraging technology and working with local agencies and partners like yourself. LSP values community partnerships and works closely with local law enforcement agencies, community organizations, and residents to address all public safety concerns. By fostering positive relationships with the community, we can better understand and respond to the needs of the people we serve. Your own executive director knows the importance of fostering these positive partnerships, having been in public service for over 40 years. Barney served in the Marine Corps Reserve for 6 years as an MP. He then served as Gonzales Police Chief for the last 8, working his way up through the ranks. He eventually was elected the mayor of Gonzales for 16 years until this spring when he became your executive director for LMA. Barney also served as the president of both the Louisiana Association Chiefs of Police, currently Chief Brian Zarang, if he's in attendance, and the former president of the Louisiana Municipal Association. Together, our efforts are making a noticeable difference in our local communities. I look forward to our continued work as we build a safer and stronger Louisiana for all. Let me leave you with this. For troopers, it's all about building trust in the community, and it starts in your town, in your city, no matter how small or how large. And we're going to earn that trust each and every day. And we're going to partner with your police force, your local police force, your sheriff's office, and the other state agencies to make sure that we live up to your expectation each and every day. But again, as you heard me speak earlier, it's all about partnerships. And as already said by the executive board that's seated to my right, without your leadership and without our collaboration, we will not be successful. It's imperative that we always reach everyone in the community and build and earn the trust each and every day. It's what we do today and tomorrow that will be judged by. And under my leadership, our troopers will work with you in your community, no matter how small or how large. And yes, we too have the challenges of social media. It's a 24/7 operation. And every night, when I put my head down to go to sleep, I know that the men and women in Louisiana State Police, our troopers, your troopers, are working every night to keep you safe. And we get ahead of everything that we do, and we make sure we're transparent and accountable to you, our residents and visitors of this state. And under Governor Landry, with his support and his #1 priority is public safety, we will be successful for the next 4 years. And as often heard, under his leadership, I use it as my own: one team, one dream, one Louisiana. Thank you, and have a great conference. It's all about partnerships. Our local municipalities, 305 across Louisiana, are critical to the success of public safety and law enforcement. Without our local police chiefs and local police officers, we can't provide the level of public safety that's necessary to keep Louisiana safe. And throughout the state, we have 10 patrol troops, and within each of those patrol troops are several municipalities. And our local troop commanders do community events, educational events, and training and awareness and things that we bring to those communities that help us in our mission to provide public safety at a high level. No matter how small the municipality or how large, they all play a pivotal role in building trust in the community and making sure that everyone is safe to live their lives, to be enjoying the communities which they're proud to live in each day.
And as your state treasurer back January 8th, and it's been very busy. As you know, we have a whole, I shouldn't say a whole new administration. Well, certainly we have a new governor, a new secretary of state, new insurance commissioner, and new treasurer, and we're really working hard for you. So a lot of people ask me, well, what does the treasurer do? First of all, I don't collect taxes, so take it easy. I'm not going to ask you for any money. In fact, we actually give money back. Part of the three agencies under us include something called unclaimed property. That means that you may have money in one of our bank accounts that we owe to you, and we're looking for you. In fact, June 13th, we sent out over 27,000 checks, individual checks, to people of Louisiana amounting to over $5 million simply by matching their identity against the Revenue Department. But we have a website, lacashclaim.org, lacashclaim.org. 1 in 6 Louisianans are owed money, so if you'll come to that website, we hopefully will have a check for you. I was giving a speech to a small group just the other day, and I gave this website out. A gentleman raised his hand 10 minutes later and said, "Y'all owe me $500." And we got it to him. So that's, I would say, by far the most popular program we have. Now, the other thing that we do is we take the revenue that comes into the state through taxes, also federal money that comes to us like COVID and hurricane money and so forth, and we invest that. And the important use of that money is to make sure we keep up with inflation and hopefully even overdo inflation. So just in the last 5 years, through our investments, we've produced over $400 million of return on that investment. And incidentally, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Theo Sanders. Where are you, Theo? There's Theo right there. All right. Theo kicks me in the shins if I don't mention him. So he is in charge of, I guess, business development and maybe even beyond that for something called LAMP, which I'm I guess I'm the head of the board of directors. And this is really a good thing for all of the political subdivisions to participate in. Extra money that you collect through tax assessor and all of that, they invest it. And they've been doing this for decades. And the amount keeps growing exponentially because they're getting great returns. When you pull that money, you can get a lot better return. So see Theo and talk to Theo if you haven't, because he wants your business, and I want it too. The third thing that the treasurer does is I'm the chairman of the Bond Commission, and many of you have interacted with the Bond Commission or will, and it's a very important role we have. So the Treasurer's Office actually staffs the Bond Commission, and I'm the chairman, but I'm only one vote as chairman. So we have the Speaker of the House, we have the President of the Senate, we have a representative for the governor and others that sit on this board, and it's very important because if you take on debt to build a bridge or a street or a sewer system or whatever, you have to come to Bond Commission to get approval. And the reason why that is because we don't want you to get in over your head. If you do, we have to take you over, and the state has to pay the bills so your city and town can continue to operate. So it works very well. However, I do have a concern. Some of the smaller towns who have fewer resources, they don't have a handy engineer or a city attorney, they can't afford these. Oftentimes, they start out in the wrong direction, and they want to go ahead and float a bond, but they don't do some of the other things necessary. So please reach out to us. We'll help walk you through that pathway. You're not alone on this. And if you are going to take on debt that you can't service, we won't approve it. But we approve like 98% of the debts that are brought to us. But just be prepared, and we're here to help you on that. Now, one other word of caution, there are companies out there who are in the business of, in my opinion, predatory lending. So if somebody comes to you and doesn't give you all the terms in clear language in their documents, and what your buyout is, what your interest rate is, and all the things that go with that, beware, don't sign that. And you should come to the Bond Commission for that as well. Some will tell you you don't have to, but you do. By the Constitution, you must come to the Bond Commission. We have 2 cities in lawsuits over this, and others who want out of the deals they got into. So again, just beware of that. We're trying to keep you out of difficulty, you and your citizens. So what are some of the things we've accomplished in the Department of Treasury? We've increased our bond rating, excuse me, from AA negative to AA, which means that when the state borrows money, we get better interest rates, better terms. So that's a good thing for us. I will also tell you that our rainy day funds, our reserve funds are nice and plump. We got plenty of money. So if something comes along and you hear about the fiscal cliff, we've got cash to back us up, but we do have to be careful with our expenditures. Also, we've done some reform on Louisiana Housing Corporation. We got something passed through the legislature this year. We're working with the auditor's office to benchmark cost on the construction of these housing units. Now, why do we do that? Because we have seen cases where the costs seem to be out of proportion of what they should be, and we want to make sure that the pricing is good and reasonable. Now, some critics have said, well, look, does that mean that we're going to see less affordable housing? On the contrary, because we have a cap on how much debt we can take on with affordable housing. So the better pricing we get, the more units we can build. So that's very important. Okay, let me talk about the future of Louisiana here for a moment. I don't have to tell anybody what we all know today, and that is that the South is becoming the new center of the economy in this country. Texas is looking at opening up their own stock exchange. We see businesses leaving California right and left. We see businesses leaving New York State right and left. They're coming to Texas, they're coming to Tennessee, they're coming to Florida. But folks, they're not coming to Louisiana. And you see that, particularly in the small towns, you see your population shrinking. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is because our taxes are too high, they're far too complicated, they're a patchwork system that nobody can figure out. We have too many regulations, we have too much crime, and we need to improve our educational system. Now, a word about our educational system. Passed into law a couple of years ago was a transparency website, so you could see on a granular level what dollars are spent on public schools, including charter schools. And that is soon to be implemented. So soon you will be able to go and see and compare schools all across the state. And we're going to encourage private and parochial schools to participate, but we can't require them to do that. But this is really going to be nicely alongside the school choice program, where the dollars flow with the student as their parents make the choice of the school they go to. So we have a great opportunity now to improve our school system and to streamline it and reduce cost. So I just want to say in summary, the Treasurer's Office has 3 functions. I just outlined them for you, and one of them is to give you your money back. So come to our website, lacashclaim.org, and we're happy to do that. Call upon us if you need anything. We're here to help. We'll search out resources for you, and we look forward to working with you. Come by and see us. We have a historic safe that's now our boardroom. We don't put cash in there anymore. It's 90 years old. I guess they did that back in the day. So, but it's still a lot of fun. We'll give you a tour around, and we'll even show you our investments department where they've got all the computers and things. So God bless everyone, and great to be with you. Have a great day. My message is that we've got a lot of good things going on now in Baton Rouge. We're making reforms. We've done things to streamline cost of government. And we're also in the Treasury Department, we've installed some reforms to speed up our unclaimed property returns, to get money back to the people that it's owed to them. Also, the Louisiana Housing Corporation, we're streamlining the things there so there's more money for more affordable housing. But we also have problems in this state. People are leaving this state because they don't have job opportunities, and we need to fix that by repealing the personal income tax. We need to lower corporate income tax. We need to reduce sales tax. If you reduce tax burdens and regulation burdens, and you have an even playing field for businesses, they will come and they'll bring their jobs, and the people, the young adults will stay in this state. What we're doing today is we're educating young people, and they're leaving to other states around us like Texas and Tennessee for jobs. So if we take on the good business practices of states around us, we'll grab a lot of those new jobs and companies coming from California, New York, and other places.
Our workshop today is with LIDACOR, and LIDACOR is the Louisiana Infrastructure Technical Assistance Corporation. We're a nonprofit that's co-owned by the Police Jury Association and the Municipal Association. So these local governments actually are our bosses, and our mission here is to help them access federal money through grants. We have consultants that will help them organize their priorities as far as infrastructure and that bipartisan infrastructure bill. We can also write grants, we can manage them after they win, and we have match money to help them. But you got to know about the program, and you got to sign up for it. And so we're here to talk to our rural communities about signing up.
What potential does this have for rural communities in Louisiana?
Unlimited potential. This is for their infrastructure. There's federal funding out there to help with those basic needs that we've been struggling with for so many decades: water, sewer, broadband, bridges, roads, ports. It's just crazy. But this is funding that they can access for rural communities, and we have to put our best foot forward, and this is an opportunity that's actually recognized by the White House as how rural communities can access the dollars.
Our workshop today dealt with strategies that communities can use to make themselves inviting to retailers, whether it's small, medium, or large retailers. We want to help our communities understand what are those secrets, what are those strategies, so that companies want to come and locate in those communities. And one of the most important things you could do is make their lives easier by gathering all of the information they need to look at various pieces of property or existing buildings and put that information in one place, expedite the permitting, and then market your sites as retail ready.
Our workshop today deals with rural development and how we can help our municipalities in Louisiana, our rural municipalities. We got several programs that can help them with funding for different types of projects that they need to do.
What type of projects?
In community programs, we can help the communities with essential things they need: police cars, fire trucks, hospitals. We have business programs that can help with technical assistance for growing their economy in their communities.
Our workshop today deals with historic preservation throughout all 64 parishes of the state, really ways to get districts in place so that it opens up tax credits and other opportunities to pay for renovations of historic buildings.
What benefits does this have to a community?
I think a lot of communities have buildings that may have been commercial buildings that are underused or not used anymore, and this is a way to get life back into those and increase the sales taxes for those communities.
What success stories have you seen?
There are really success stories in all communities. We have about 37 Main Street communities around the state, which have a focus on trying to get more promotion and stuff there in the downtowns, and you can really see the difference in those most Main Street communities.
We were discussing grant programs that are available for local governments. In our office, we manage federal and state grant programs, and so we wanted to come and talk to them about what's available and what we can do to help them.
Give us an idea of what is available for cities, towns, and villages across Louisiana.
So we have the Local Government Assistance Program and the Community Water Enrichment Fund Program that are state-funded programs. They can get, there's a pretty easy application. They just need support from their senator and representative. Under LGAP, they can do many things: sewer, water, sidewalks, anything to benefit the community, just not operating costs and not previously incurred debt. Under community water enrichment, it's potable water infrastructure only.
Our workshop today deals with artificial intelligence. The reason why artificial intelligence is important is because it allows people to be more efficient and more effective in what they do. Right? You can generate ideas that may not come naturally to somebody. It can speed up writing things such as emails, RFPs, and those type of things. Now, of course, there's limitations and risks involved, in which we're going over with in this presentation, but that's generally why it's important.
What advice do you have for municipalities around Louisiana?
Now, in regards to AI, just explore it, but be careful in terms of make sure anytime you use it, you're reviewing what it gives you for reasonableness, accuracy, appropriateness for the situation, etc. If you need help, we're always there, and you can call us, and you can go to our website at lla.la.gov to give us a call if you ever need us to talk through anything with y'all.
It's not every day that you can sit before your peers and honor your hero. But when I tell you this man has done more for me than he ever know, he showed me what it's like to be an elected official. He exemplified leadership, duty, respect, honor, integrity, and personal courage. He showed me that no matter how hard the road is, that you continue on and you fight the good fight. And I needed that when I became a public servant, to look up to someone that looked like me and talked like me, and that was from my area. And I don't think you realize how much I love you as a person, more than just as my hero and my friend. You walked the walk so that I could run. You did everything, and you showed us how to do it right. You showed Central Louisiana what it was like to be a municipality. You set the example. You set the bar so high, and I know I will never reach that bar, but I will keep on pressing on. So it is my honor, my privilege as president of LMA to present the President's Award to my hero, my mentor, my friend, Mayor Clarence Fields.
I didn't realize I was supposed to talk. I tell you what, it's been my hats off to Alex Johnson. I'm looking around the room, and this is what it's all about. I can remember those years back when actually I think the first prayer breakfast, believe it or not, and God saved us, Nathan Martin and myself did the music, and believe it or not. But I'm you know, this award and this presentation, Mayor, Derek, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But it's about all of you. It's about people like that. That's the joy I get out of, you know, what I've been involved in for so many years. Is, you know, just creating opportunity and you know, the pleasure of seeing someone like a Mayor Derek Johnson accomplish what he's accomplished and more to come, and I can only appreciate that. But for Rosa and I, you know, this weekend has been special because we've had the opportunity to, you know, meet and see all of our friends again, even though it's only been a short 2 years that since I retired, which we are enjoying. Matter of fact, hopefully next year, when we go to Lake Charles for the convention, Rosa and I will have celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary because we're past that 49 threshold. But she's been my life and joy, and she's been very instrumental in making me be the person that I've tried to be in representing people, and the way I've tried to represent people. And to obviously my friends in Pineville, they paved the way for me. You know, all the folks that you see sitting before you in blue representing Pineville, along with Mayor Dupree and you know, Councilman Martin. That's been important. And my LMA friends, it's been a joy to be here, just, you know, greet one another, hug one another again, and you know, just enjoy the moment. So I thank each and every one of you. This award actually, you know, thank you very much, Mayor Johnson, again, for recognizing me with this award, which you know, this award is because of you people, but also in memory of a great friend of mine, Mayor Jimmy Williams of Sibley, Louisiana, who passed away, and him and I were great friends. So I accept this award in memory of him also, because he plays such an important part with me and to this association. So you can see the relationships, how they go in Louisiana, particularly relative to the Louisiana Municipal Association. They go from north, central, south, east, and west. And that's important, and that's why we're gathered here. And that's why the Lord has created this venue for all of us to give him praise for what we do each and every day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Two years on the road, district meetings across this great state, we put some miles on. We got some things done. We surrounded ourselves with the absolute finest folks in the state, and that's you. And I'm honored today to call you my brother. And by the way, Derek Johnson is actually from Leesville, Louisiana, and somehow or another he moved to Cheneyville. We'll talk about that later. But we will take him back, and as a matter of fact, one of my Leesville City Councilwomen, Miss Alice Guest, actually taught Mayor Johnson in school. And so we have a connection. But more than that, we have a connection because we love his family. And it is my honor today to present to you our immediate past president in the grateful appreciation for your service rendered to the Louisiana Municipal Association as president 2023 and 2024, this plaque and this ring from the LMA, my friend.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Picture right here. I can promise you one thing, I'm not going to cry tonight. Yes, I'd have. Mayor Allen, I want to thank you, Mayor Bork, and the rest of the executive committee, Mayor Schaaf, Mayor Dupree, Mayor Lewis, as well as the LMA board, for allowing me to be your president this past year, and also to the LMA members. Mayor, I appreciate you pushing me, making me a better president, a better mayor, a better man. I'm forever grateful for that. And I know we share a bond deeper than just Leesville, deeper than that. And I am glad to call you my friend. Mayor Bork, I'm glad to have the opportunity to get to know you over this past year. Some kind of way I feel like we're more connected because I'm a jokester and you joke. You know, I just cry a little bit more than you, that's all. But look, it's been a pleasure and a privilege, and I'm honored here today, and I look forward to LMA's future. Y'all are in good hands with Mayor Allen. If not, let me know. I'll go to Leesville and go, you know, get them. But all seriously, y'all are in very good hands, and thank you again for this award. God bless you. So now I'm going to pass the gavel to my friend, my hometown mayor, Mayor Allen.
Thank you, my friend.
The mayor of the city of Leesville and the new president of the Louisiana Municipal Association, the Honorable Rick Allen.
Thank you, my friends. But the truth is, you don't need me. You need him. If you start your day with him, it's going to be all right. Because sometimes I forget who I am. Inside of you lies everything you need to succeed and be prosperous. Well, I think by now I've talked about everything that they told me not to talk about. So I'll close with this. The mortal enemy to plan A is plan B. If you don't have a plan A that you're willing to invest everything in, you're willing to gamble everything on, then sir, ma'am, you need a new plan A. The LMA, RMI, LMATs, and LIDACOR have a strong plan A for this next year, and I'm willing to bet everything on it. It was an easy year. It flew by. Next year is going to be even easier. And before you know it, it's going to be gone. But one thing won't change. I love each and every one of you. Penny, I heard you. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. God bless you, God bless Louisiana, and God bless the United States of America.
Congratulations, Mayor. Congratulations, Representative.
The first category is community development. We recognize outstanding achievements during the 2023 year in public transportation, citizen participation, public buildings, Main Street improvements, development of plans, parks and recreation, beautification, and promotion of community projects. For municipalities with a population of 3,000 and under, our honorable mentions are the town of Sarepta, for their town square beautification. If you're here, please stand. The town of Stonewall for recreational and shade projects. And the winner in this category is the village of Ida for the new town hall. For municipalities with a population of 3,001 to 10,000, our honorable mention is the city of Bastrop for their city parks improvement. And the winner in this category is the city of Plaquemine for the Plaquemine River front. And now for the cities with population of 2,001 to 25,000, our honorable mentions are the city of Pineville for Hot Time in the City, and the city of Youngsville for the Veterans Memorial Park. And finally, the winner in this category is the city of Gonzales for Pay Center Project. Kudos to former Mayor Barney Arsenault. And finally, in this category, for cities over 25,000, we'd like to recognize the city of Lake Charles for the Nellie Letcher Memorial Park. And now on to a very important category of economic development. For cities with a population of 3,000 and under, the winner is the town of Grand Isle for the hurricane rebuilding and revitalization. Congratulations. For municipalities with a population of 3,001 to 10,000, our honorable mention is the city of Patterson for the Small Business Incubator Project. And the winner in this category is the town of Ball for the Ball Economic Development Initiative. And now for municipalities with a population of 10,001 to 25,000, the winner is the City of West Monroe for the West Monroe Downtown Revitalization. And now for the basic services category. For towns with a population of 3,000 and under, honorable mention goes to the Village of Laurelville for their new fire station, and the town of Jean Lafitte for the Rose Thorn Tidal Levee project. And the winner in this category is the town of Woodworth for Velocity to Vitality Advancing Basic Services in Woodworth. In basic services for municipalities with a population of 3,001 to 10,000, our honorable mentions are the City of Carencro for citywide water main, rehabilitation construction phase, and the town of Franklinton for the Bend Street well. And the winner in this category is the town of Addis for the Sugar Hollow drainage improvements. Municipalities with a population of 10,001 to 25,000, the winner is the City of Ruston for the Ruston Animal Shelter. And now, in the category of technology and creativity, for a population of 3,000 and under, our honorable mention is the town of Lake Arthur for Bo the Mischievous Elf and His Adventures. And the winner is the Village of Gross Tate for Smart Meters, a Smart Move. For populations of 3,001 to 10,000, the winner is the City of Franklin for their historic downtown Pocket Park Mutual Project. And now the winner in this category is the City of Gretna for Gretna's 2023 and Beyond Plan. For populations with populations over 25,000, the winner is the City of Monroe for the Monroe Murals Project. And now, drum roll, for the award you may or may not have always been waiting for. It's the LMA Best of Show. We started this award about it's our 23rd year, actually. We're proud to present this award. It's a city and a project that crossed all categories, perhaps stood out to us as outstanding in the way that the municipalities got together and for funding, for community achievement, across all categories. This project this year, the scope includes the construction of new roadways, advanced utility extensions, and the integration of modern infrastructure that meets the future needs of this city and the surrounding areas. The completion of this project marks a transformative milestone for the community, providing a new corridor that facilitates smoother traffic flows, supports local business, and enhances community connectivity. It's led to the development of new residents, businesses, and community spaces. It's a $24.6 million project, self-funded by the city with a small capital outlay infusion of just under $1.4 million. The impact on this community is profound, bringing about a renaissance in local development. The LMA Community Achievement Best of Show Awards this year goes to the City of Scott for the Apollo Road Extension. A huge congratulations to Mayor Jan Scott Richard and the council members Mark Morrow, Doyle Boudreau, Terry Monteset, Lee Dominique, Blaine Roy, Bonnie Anderson, Purvis Morrison, and Pat Logan. This project is truly a testament to what a city can do, and all of you work to achieve this next year.
The American flag. These are around us all day, every day. They adorn our municipal buildings, our banks, our car dealerships, our front porches. If you're anything like me, you rarely notice just how often you see them. They fade into white noise. except for those few days a year when we, as a nation, gather in celebration of what they symbolize. Or maybe you're in the other camp, the ones that wear their love of what the flag stands for on their sleeves. The ones that bleed red, white, and blue. That have learned firsthand the cost of flying that flag. Today, we salute you.
One of the keys is just the collaboration of working with each other, whether it be a large city, whether it be a small village. You know, all the mayors have got the same situations, the same problems. They just might be on a higher scale in Shreveport versus Baldwin. And but listen, you need to work with one another. You need to work with us at LMA. That's why we're there. We've got people that is ready and willing and do whatever we possibly can to help you out. If we don't have the answer for you, we're going to find it for you. But I think the idea of networking with each other is so important, and I'm seeing it more and more now, but we just need to continue on that track, I think, to be helpful to one another and beneficial to each other. That's certainly important.
How can people get more information?
You could contact us at the Louisiana Municipal office anytime. Give us a call. If I'm not there, the deputy director would be there. We just recently hired a new attorney, a general counsel. She'll be there to answer your questions. So just give us a call, and somebody will answer the phone and be able to get you that information.